Hi, I'm Gabe.
I'm Zach Carr,
I'm an elementary school teacher, musical creature,
an actor and an improviser,
storyteller,
and a friend.
We're gonna jump right in, but before we do, I just wanna do a quick check-in on how you're feeling in your body today.
I kind of have something here that's like, it's very tense.
Okay.
So it's a little tender today.
Okay, how about you?
Turn. I'm young and green, and I don't have any pain
possible?
Anywhere at all.
Perfect in every way.
How is that possible?
But I have never done yoga before, so it's totally new territory to me. I don't know what to do with my. What do you do with your hands when you're doing yoga? You know, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm an actor, so I've done a lot of body stuff, but I've never done this specifically. So I'm excited for a new experience.
Okay guys, so this all sounds really good. We're gonna take all this information into our practice today, but ultimately, let's just find what feels good in our bodies today.
Okay.
Totally okay to have fun and to ask questions,
Great.
but the number one thing we wanna make sure we're doing, if we can, the whole time, and we're all gonna hold our breath at some point, is breathe nice, full, conscious breaths.
I was holding my breath just now.
Yes.
I'm breathing now. So
Yeah.
thank
So
you.
I'm
Yeah.
always doing that when someone tells me.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, okay, so thank you again for having me. We're gonna start in a position called extended child's pose with the knees super wide as the mat. And then we're gonna bring the big toes to touch. And then we're gonna walk the hands out. And as you mentioned, the hands and the feet really, we always wanna think of building our yoga practice, especially if you wanna if you're opening up to having a disciplined practice at home, you always want to think of the hands and the feet first, because it's literally the foundation, that which we're building upon. So we wouldn't spend a ton of money to lay concrete for a house like precariously, right? That would be a waste and it would be dangerous. So spread the fingertips super wide, like starfish, so you feel the skin in between your fingers stretch. And then press down into the tops of the feet here. So even here in this kind of awkward but somewhat simple shape, we're already engaging foundation, pressing down into the earth. Cool, then this will be really cute as we all inhale, look forward. And then exhale, send the hips back and keep the hands where they are. Now, of course, I'm just your humble guide, your buddy, so you can always go against my guidance and make adjustments. Oh, I need to move my hands. But if it feels all right, keep the hands there, and we'll begin here in extended child's pose, forehead melting towards the earth. So, all jokes aside, I love starting in this shape because it's so beautiful. Think about this image in other cultures and just in art and literature. It's just such a beautiful shape of surrender where you're kind of going, okay, I'm gonna try something new, or I'm gonna surrender to a bad day or to whatever's ahead. And release that which you cannot control. And as you're ready, take a deep breath in through your nose. And see if you can exhale, relax your shoulders down. Even if they don't move, it's just kind of an intention. Great, but all of our shoulders moved. Wonderful. And then on your next inhale, see if you can breathe into your back so much so that you feel the skin of your back really stretch as you breathe in. And then let it go as you breathe out. And as we start to elongate our breaths here, fellas, we are definitely sending a signal to our brain that says, okay, I'm gonna land here, be here now in this present moment, soothing the nervous system. And a little goes a long way with the breath. Awesome. So from here, nice and slow. So we're gonna keep everything nice and low here in the beginning, just kind of gather our bearings together, and then we'll work our way up to some standing postures. So here we go, starting with a slow carving with the nose. You're going to imagine carving a line through space with the nose forward. So rather than just looking up and crunching the back of the neck, think about carving a line with the nose forward. And it kind of changes the way you move too when you carve a line with the nose forward. And then when you're looking forward, when you land there, you're just going to slowly walk your hands over to the left, all the way maybe off your mat. Right hand comes on top of the left hand, and you start to maybe feel this nice stretch in the right side body, right lower back. Now there's never any need to overdo it, so you can always back the train up, Again, I'm just here to offer suggestions. And then we're going to carve some lines with the nose here again. So you inhale, look forward, out beyond the fingertips. Nice breath, and then exhale, chin to chest. And then inhale, integrating the neck, look forward. Right hip crease really pulls back, and then exhale, chin to chest. And one more time, really getting into that side waist. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, chin to chest. This time we kind of round up through the spine just a hair. Yes, awesome. Slow release. Back to center. Sometimes I do spider fingers all the way back to center. Just depends what kind of mood you're in. And then we find that same stretch on the other side. So as you're ready, walking the hands over to the right. You'll probably come off the mat. Again, we're starting to target left side body, left side waist. And then as you breathe, again, imagine the skin of the back stretching, particularly in that left lower back now. Really nice for the kidneys. And then, yeah, as you're ready, we'll find the flow of inhaling, looking forward, and then exhaling, chin to chest. And not only are we syncing up with our breath here, but we're also integrating the neck. A couple more here. Claw through the fingertips a little more. And as you exhale, feel that stretch in the outer left shoulder. Nice, really nice. Inhale once more. Big breath. Send your gaze out. And then exhale, chin to chest. See if you can lift the navel up a little bit here, round through the spine. Oh yeah, opening up through the shoulders. Awesome. Let's walk it back to center, nice and slow. And then here we go. We're gonna inhale, look forward. Careful not to crunch the back of the neck so you can keep that idea of carving lines with the nose. And then we're gonna slowly press into the tops of the feet, and as a team, we're gonna press into the tops of the feet, press into the tops of the toes, and come all the way up. Nice. Walk the wrists right underneath the shoulders, knees right underneath the hips. So for me, like, rules are meant to be broken, but like when I'm on stage or when I'm working creatively, but on the yoga mat, I love the idea of discipline and rules and alignment so that you can find freedom within the form. It's the same principle, really. So pay attention here. God is in the details, or the devil, depending again on your mood. So wrists underneath the shoulders, and then knees right underneath the hip points. So sometimes they'll come a little narrow, maybe go a little wide. And again, this is the idea that we want to set ourselves up for greatness. Building, yes. Namaste, in your face. Such a dork. But yes, so stacking the bones, really. And this is kind of a lifelong practice. Like, the more advanced you get into your practice, the more you have to kind of return to this beginner's mind. So this is a really great place to be, if you ask me. Always checking in with the foundation. And then back to the breath. And we'll add a little movement. So we'll inhale, drop the belly, cow pose. Now when you get here, drop the belly, you're gonna take a second to just breathe here, and I'm gonna just come around and give a little adjustment. So press away from your yoga mat even more. Yes, and then drop your belly down towards the earth even more. Feel the skin of your belly stretch. Yeah, so you're creating like a U shape in the spine here, really nice. And then don't forget your starfish, your hands here, so it's really strong. And then take one more deep breath in here. And then on your exhale, draw your navel up to the spine, and we're gonna arch our backs like a black Halloween cat here, really exaggerating this shape. Now going the opposite direction, feeling the skin of the back body stretch here for a couple breaths. And then awesome. And then maybe just bring your ankles out a little bit in line with your knees so you have two railroad tracks here. Yeah, awesome. Now let's float. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest. Cow pose, udders drop down to the ground. It's a wonderful image, I know. And then exhale, round through like a black Halloween cat here. So spinal flexion, if you were to do one thing every day, I think this would be a good thing to consider. Now we can just move on our own with the breath. Nice. And then when you feel satisfied, come back to tabletop position. We're going to walk the hands out just a bit more. So now have like a little tiny Schlitterbahn water park slide from the shoulders to the wrists. And then from here, again, reconnecting with the hands. We're going to try to maintain this because we're about to lift our hips up and put weight, bear more weight on the hands. So we want to set ourselves up for greatness. Check it out. What happens if we bring the elbow creases to shine towards the front a little bit? Yeah, and then see how upper arm bone kind of rotated out in the socket here? Boom. This is also going to protect upper back body, and the scaps kind of come together. So let's all try to maintain that. I like to think of it as like opening a pickle jar with your right hand to the right, and then opening a pickle jar with your left hand to the left. And then maintain that action as you curl the toes under. Here we go. Our very first downward dog together. Deep breath in. Exhale, curl the toes under, navel draws in, and we're going to peel up from our tail, quite literally. Holy moly. So now our perspective has changed. Metaphor there? Yes, indeed, fellas. Yes, indeed. Take a couple seconds here to pedal it out. It's very natural, especially in the beginning, even though you're super strong and you have all this body awareness, for your body to kind of panic. So if you feel that moment of kind of shake, that's energy moving throughout the body. We call this prana. Find your breath. And again, a little bit of movement here, maybe pedaling it out through the feet. We have muscles, tiny ones, big ones, all kinds of muscles who are maybe smiling for the first time in a while. So just be kind to yourself. We're here for 3, 2, and on the 1, lower the knees, bring them together, really together, and then you're going to paint with your hands all the way back. Flick the hands behind you just for style points. And then Balasana, child's pose. So now the back of the hands land gently on the earth. And then here you get to allow a little gravity to work for you. So we're allowing the shoulders to round, just like Mr. Burns, like full on shoulders forward, rounding. And you'll notice, I don't know if you've noticed here, but you were kind of holding and gripping in. With each moment, you get an opportunity to kind of soften. Cool.
Can I let my elbows fall?
Yeah, let everything go. And then when you feel like you've kind of yielded into a place of letting go, let's return back to that breath, our savior. I always say in yoga, the thing is, we don't just breathe deep because that's what you do in yoga. Think of your breath as your spirit. What happens when you stop breathing? You die. So breathe, feel alive, awaken the body with your breath, connect to your spirit, your soul, that thing that's unique to you, and maybe let that be what motivates you to breathe deep. And you can feel in this little pod-like shape, which we're actually super blessed to even get into. There's so many bodies who will not ever get into this shape. It should be celebrated if you can. Thanks for your sweet body. But in the shape, you can really feel the breath, right? Feel the skin of the back body stretch as you breathe in. Yeah, nice work. Okay. Nice and slow, carving a line with the nose, we look forward. So there's a tendency for most people, they just inhale, look forward, crunch the back of the neck. We're integrating the neck the whole way through. As you're ready, we'll drag the fingertips back up. As you're ready, we'll press into the tops of the feet right away, establish our super strong foundation in the hands, find those pickle jars, walk the knees as wide as the hip points. And here we go, curl the toes under, inhale, look forward. And exhale, peeling up from the tail. This time, keep the knees bent, and I'm gonna stand up, but you guys stay where you are. You're gonna bend your knees even more so that your hip creases lift up towards the sky. Yeah, and then see how the heart melts back here. Looking good, breathing deep, guys. Nice, full, big breaths. Yes, really nice and great with the hands. All right, here we go. We're gonna take slow baby steps. Follow my lead. Cross the right ankle gently, right foot over the left, stretching through that right ankle. And then we're gonna crisscross step left over the right. Now we're starting to stretch through the fascia of the foot, the Achilles, the calf, the back of the knee. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And also, this is a very humbling move, particularly to do on camera. So I love doing humbling transitions right in the beginning because that's what yoga is, a constant repetition of. And then let's go feet hip width apart when we get to the front. And then let's bend the knees a lot. And then let's take a second here, forward fold. So to find stability and balance, light up a little match in your core, whatever that means to you. Maybe it's drawing the navel in. Maybe it's just remembering, oh yeah, my center of gravity has my back. And then even though this is a mini session, let's take a couple moments here to relax the weight of the head over and spread awareness through all four corners of the feet. And then we're going to use that awareness as we press into the feet to bend the knees, breathe into the back body, little lower back body release here. And then here we go, press into your feet. We're going to rise up into our power here, fellas. So nice and slow. Don't rush it, you know this ragdoll, but really pressing into the feet. Digging into the heels, stacking the vertebra one by one, and we rise strong. I know you will not let this moment pass without fully taking it in. Feel the flush of energy. And then just take a second to take any movement that feels good. So a lot of times we think, oh, yoga, if I'm doing it right, it has to be like the specific way or really disciplined. And my teachers did teach it that way. But I actually think the discipline really comes in showing up and in breathing and being true to how you feel. So throughout time, you'll be able to do a lot less, right? It's just like on stage, like less fidgeting, more awareness. Mm-hmm. But in the beginning, it's A-okay to kind of go, take what you need and also leave what you don't. So then you're not hiding and rigid, right? You're like kind of fully present. Okay, how are we doing?
I'm great.
Good. I feel really humbled and also really great.
Right, just that little bit. It's so incredible.
Yeah.
It was like the other part of the roller coaster. And then this was like the, so good. Feels so good.
So let's keep it going. Let's bring the palms together at the heart, Anjali Mudra. And we're gonna inhale, lift the sternum up to the thumbs. Now see if without looking down, so as Mr. Shakespeare says, see feelingly, put your eyeballs on the soles of your feet, and without looking down, I'll do it with you. It's going to be magic. We're going to bring the feet together, really together, without looking down. Step the feet together, arch to arch. And then see if you can just squeeze the legs together. You don't have to overdo it. It's just bringing awareness, kind of engaging, lifting the kneecaps, engaging the quads a little. Yeah. And then from here, we're going to slowly slither the fingertips up towards the sky, nice and slow. Big inhale, big stretch, requires big breath. And then on an exhale, bend your knees. And we're going to take our palms, we're just going to slice it right down the midline here. Bend your knees, bend your knees. We're going to come into that forward fold with the feet together. Yes, really, really nice. Then we're going to find length in the spine by inhaling, sending the fingertips back like airplane arms and looking forward. But we have that integration of the neck, so we're not crunching, but nice and long. Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful. And then exhale, let it all go. Choo. Back up the way we came. We got this. Root to rise. Inhale, slicing it back up. Reach, 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 reach. And then exhale, collect it and bring it right back down to your heart center. Oh. One breath for nothing. Here together. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale. Fingertips all the way up. Press into your heels. Big breath, big stretch. Exhale, bend the knees, slice it right down the midline. Beautiful focus all the way down. Here we go. On our next inhale, we'll synchronize, sending the fingertips back, look forward. This time, imagine placing a little teacup on the back of the neck, so tuck your chin just slightly. And then release all the way down. Fabulous. From here, we're going to plant the palms, step one foot back, take your time. Remember, we've already done the humbling move. And then second foot back. Plank pose. Don't panic. Don't panic. We're strong. We're going to find those pickle jars again. If somebody's just listening to the audio, they'll be like, what is going on?
I love pickles.
Yes, I love pickles.
My favorite.
Don't panic.
Okay, don't panic. So reach the heels back and let me know, Gabe, if that right ankle is ever speaking to you, and we'll make an adjustment.
Nope.
So we're going to saw a little bit here for a little full body strength. So keep the gaze forward. We're going to saw front.
Spider on my hand.
And back. I know, I saw that spider too. And saw front and back. And now a couple short sawing motions on your own. Feel the full abdominal wall engage. We're here for 3, 2, and here we go. Downward dog on the 1. Claw through the fingertips. Lift the hips up high and back. We return. All right, take a nice inhale in through the nose and then sigh it out through the mouth. Great. This time, left foot's going to cross in front of the right first, and we're going to go through this little crisscross journey, baby steps to the elevator sort of thing. And here we start to wake up through the IT band now, the outer hip. We're purposefully humbling ourselves on the mat, knowing that it's bound to happen. It's a part of life. Very humbling. Feet hip width apart or flush together. I'll let you decide. Airplane arms, send it back. Inhale, enjoy the breeze as we look forward. And exhale, release. Awesome. Palms come together and right up through that center line, we press into the feet. All the way up. Lengthen tailbone down. Catch something up and overhead and then bring it right back to your heart. Great. One breath for nothing here. Close your eyes. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Down, down, down. Yeah. Nice. Really, really nice. So this time we're going to drop the fingertips down to come up. Spread the fingertips and inhale, reach all the way up toward the sky. Yeah, beautiful breath. Keep that going. As you exhale, rain it down, wiggle the fingertips. Bend the knees as much as you need. Airplane arms, inhale, halfway lift, look forward, long, beautiful neck, great in the neck, and exhale, slow release. Great, this time we're gonna plant the palms, step one foot back, then the other, and then we're gonna slowly lower to the belly. Belly flops, totally welcome here in the beginning, of course. Belly flops, welcome, all the way to the belly. Then press into the tops of the feet and gently drag your hands in line with your rib cage. Then we'll do this together. Suck your elbows in like little grasshopper legs. Press into the pubic bone. Yes. And then, again, think about carving line through space. So we're going to slowly carve a line with the nose forward, up, and back. And from there, we'll lift the heart in our little baby cobra. Yeah, nice. And then exhale, forehead kisses the mat or close. And 2 more like that. Carve a line with the nose forward, up, and back. Maybe shoulder blades come together as you rise up. Yeah, and then let's do 1 more. I'll stop talking just with our breath. Here we go. Really nice. Curl the toes under. Lift the kneecaps, tone the quads. Keep your gaze straight down. Here we go, pressing up into our power. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, press up, power up. Keep your gaze down, plank pose. Yeah, take your time. When you get there, quietly whisper to yourself. You can do it out loud or in your head. I am strong.
I am awesome.
Yes, downward facing dog. All right, listen carefully. Great work. Keep those hands, the awareness of the hands going. Anchor through the left heel. Inhale, lift your right leg up high. So the yoga magazines are not coming today, so we don't have to worry about how high or which way. So just focus on the sensation. So you're going to turn your right toes down. Try to keep those hips level. And then lift from your right inner thigh. We're shaking, we're trembling here. We're balancing left and right side of the body, left and right side of the brain. So good. 1 more breath here. And then exhale, slowly shift forward. Knee comes all the way in, and then we're going to step the right foot all the way up. You can use your hand to get it up there too. Yes. And then you can actually go in between your legs here and frame your foot with your hands. Woo! Guys, we got this. So here we go. We're going to pivot on the back foot. We're going to bring more stability. Bring the whole back foot to the ground and turn your left toes towards the front left corner of your mat. Then we got this. Hands come to the waistline. Connect to your core, your center, and we got this. Carve a line with the nose forward, up, and back as we rise up strong. Head over heart, heart over pelvis. Reconnect with your feet. So imagine squeezing the inner thighs to the midline here, and then maybe lifting up a little bit even from the pelvic floor, just to help us from falling here. And then we're going to take this to airplane arms. So fingertips are going to go back, and we're going to shift forward, front knee over front ankle. Now as you do this, guys, see if you can let the root of this posture actually be in that back foot. So actually, this will be fun. Take your left hand and just slap your left inner thigh a bit. Left inner thigh, and engage there. And then power, power, power up through that back leg till you feel like a warrior in that back leg, and then return to airplane arms. Do you feel that difference? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then hug the lower ribs in, Hug the lower ribs in just a bit. Yeah,
Hug.
and then you open up through the chest. Yes. You guys really are like yin and yang today. Love
Always.
it. Yes. So here we are. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Stay where you are. I'm just going to pull your hands back just a little bit. Yes, gorgeous. Shoulders away from the ears. Really nice. Big move here. Got to have some fun. We're going to take the left finger, actually let's take both fingertips down to come up. First to the warrior one. And then here we go to the warrior two. And now you are the leader. Yes. So go way beyond the fingertips. So here's our physical body, but our energy goes way beyond that. So take your gaze, really fierce and strong, out past your right fingertips. Take a deep breath in. Then exhale, open the right palm, and we're going to flip the script by taking it forward, up, and back. And the whole time you're going to keep the power of that back foot. Reach, big stretch, nice. And then here we go, nice and slow. We'll cartwheel all the way back to our lunge, just right back to where we were. Awesome work. Inhale, let your heart radiate forward, light on the fingertips. Nice, exhale, plant the palms. So nice. Step the right foot back. We're going to just go straight to that downward dog here. Peel it up and back. Smell your armpits. Pedal it out. Yes. And then when you're ready, right heel anchors down.
Anchors down.
Anchors down. Inhale, lift the left leg up high. Again, focus on the sensation. We're trying to press evenly through both palms. Don't worry about the shape or the picturesque version. Notice what's waking up today. What am I going to wake up tomorrow knowing what I learned from my practice today? Great. Take your gaze to your navel just to soften through the neck. We're here for 3, 2, and on the 1, squeeze left knee all the way up and in. We'll try to step lightly all the way up. Take your time. You can use your left hand to guide it. We find our nice low lunge here. Great for runners. And then we'll find a little stability by pivoting on the back foot. Take your time. Right toes are going to point towards the front right corner of the mat. Yes. And then already we know, okay, engage that back leg, starting from the ground up, because if we rush it, it's all a bust, in my opinion. Hands come to the waistline. We connect to our core, our center. And then here we go. Carve a line with the nose forward, up, and back. Strong warrior legs here. Head over heart, heart over pelvis. So there's a tendency for sometimes people to sit way back in their waist. Some people kind of get stuck here. Before we move it forward with airplane arms, see if you can imagine your head and your heart and your pelvis all in one line. Great, and then we'll bend that front knee a little more. And as you do that, feel the power of the back leg. Let's take that right hand to the right inner thigh and give it a good slap-a-roo. And as you do this, engage, engage, engage. And I love to think about really pressing through the knife edge of that back foot. And then engaging my right inner thigh from there. Awesome. Inhale, lift the corners of the mouth just a hair. And then exhale, we'll send the fingertips back, airplane arms, shifting forward, front knee over front ankle. And as you do this, feel the power of that back leg. And then send your gaze forward just a little bit. Think Kate at the tip of the boat, Kate and Leo. Just like, my heart will go on, opening up through the heart center. But also, guys, beyond the physical, we're also kind of opening up our heart space, opening up our throat space. Draw the shoulder blades together, send your fingertips back, airplane arms, really reach. So like this. Yeah, beautiful.
King of the world.
Yeah, you got it. Here we go. One more breath. And then exhale, both fingertips are going to go down to come up, and we rise up strong. Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Really solid, really nice in the legs, guys. You have no idea. Really, really good. Here we go, continuing the journey. Now opening up Warrior 2. And now you're the leader. Yes, really nice.
I'm the leader.
Yes. So we all take turns being the leader. Watch those front toes just to protect this knee, so send those toes out front. Yeah, and then let's all sink a little deeper just because we can. Breathing deep here, challenging our breath. That's why we put ourselves in these compromising positions, to test our limits and find the ease. Yes. All right, lead the way. Open the left palm. Big breath in, flip the script. Peaceful warrior. Keep that front knee bent. Yes, really nice. Find the length. Meet your appropriate edge. Inhale in again, and then, yeah, take it away. Cartwheel all the way back. Woo! Yes. We frame the left foot with the hands. One last little lift here. Inhale, heart radiates forward again. Open your heart chakra, open your throat chakra. What do you want to say this year? And then bring it down. Nice work. Step it back. I'm going to bust your chops for 1 second, and then we're going to cool it down. Here we go. Stay strong in the hips. Bend the elbows softly. We're going to turn onto the right side. Dip the right hip down. Smile. Engage the abdominal walls. You lift back up through center. Hip dip to the left. Smile. Start to make a little voodoo doll that looks like me as we go to the right. And then all the way up to center and over to the left. So one more time on each side. And purposely putting you to your edge. Breathe deep. See if you can find your breath here. Big breaths. We have one more, getting into those obliques. Hallelujah. And then we come back to center, and nice and slow, we bring the right knee in, let it hover, and then stick it out. Only one of these. And then left knee in, and then stick it out, and then slow descend of the knees down. Inhale to look forward. Exhale, paint the wall with the hands, child's pose. For style points, give it a flick all the way back. Out with the old. And forehead comes to the earth. Nice. See if you can relax everything. Listen to the sound of your breath, your spirit. You guys rock. Let's take a couple quiet moments here. Let the breath kind of return to its natural rhythm, natural flow. Sweet. And carving a line through space with the nose. It's almost like you're a little kitty cat and you're pushing a ball of yarn. Yeah, really nice. Really, really nice. Fingertips can slowly start to come with. And then we're going to shift forward. And we'll all swing the legs to the right. Come through to a seat. Yes. You're not done yet.
Oh, right.
But you're almost there. You're almost there. So let's just do a little lift for the lower back, and then we'll call it a night. So right knee's going to come in, left leg's going to go out, and you're just going to give your right knee a big hug.
I love you.
I love you. And a kiss. Yeah. See, we're
Love
the same.
I like the view too.
Yes. We'll get you. Don't worry. Be patient.
Yeah.
Yoga teaches us to be patient. Okay, so from the base of the spine, travel up. Think of that elevator lift just from the pelvic floor all the way up. Yeah, really nice. And then counter that by relaxing shoulders down. So in yoga, we often talk about balancing opposing forces, and we, through time, find that in every shape. So here we have a lift, and then we also have places that we ground. Sweet. Then bring the right fingertips forward. And then up towards the sky, find length here, big breath, inhale. And then exhale, take it all the way around and behind you. And then your right fingertips can come right behind the small of your back here. And there's a tendency to kind of lean back, but we want to keep the spine lifted best we can. And then let's do a big, nice breath for the digestive organs here. So breathe in and out. And in, maybe looking a little more past your right shoulder. And then release everything. Awesome, let's switch. Right leg goes out. Take your time. Left knee, your turn. Give it a hug. And then left fingertips reach forward. And then up. And then use this to lift, lift, lift. Find length. Breathe in. And then around and back as you open up through the pec. And we're in our twist. Good. Really nice awareness through the extended leg. Really nice breath. So if you ever feel like really bloated, or you ate too much, or just
Do you ever feel like that, Kate?
anything like that,
All the time.
these twists, seated and on the ground, really, really nice. Okay, one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, send your gaze past your left shoulder. And then slowly release, come back to center. Awesome work. Let's lean back, slumber party shape. And just kick it, kick it, kick it. Let it loose. Awesome. Now bring the hands in. We'll just come to lie flat on the back for just a moment. We'll wrap this up with a corpse pose. So bring the hands gently to your sides. Snuggle the shoulder blades underneath your heart space. Take a moment to soften through the jaw. And we won't be here long, given the nature of our mini practice, but I want you to know this shape because this is probably our most precious posture. And even if you just do a little blend of yoga and a workout or whatever at home, it's always nice to come here. You can set a little timer, even just for a minute or two, to let the body be still and let the mind and the body kind of bridge together as one so that they can feel like they're working for you and not against you. So I'll mind the time, just one solid minute here. Let's kick it off by taking the deepest breath we've taken all day in. And then using this exhale to relax the weight of your body completely and fully into the mat. The mantra here is this: allow, release, and let go. Allow, release, and let go. Now in the last 10 seconds here, just do a quick scan of the body and notice if you might be holding or gripping anywhere. And starting with the neck, nice and slow, you're going to begin to rock the head a little side to side, ear to ear, nice and slow. Get that massage in the back of the head. Feel that stretch in the neck. This is also something really simple you can do every day with your cat-cow. And then bring the head back to center stillness. Start to rub your thumbprint on your other fingers. So just rub your thumb on your other fingers. And then start to wake up through the feet by wiggling the toes, pointing and flexing the feet. And then come join you here for a nice full body stretch. Inhaling, reaching arms up and overhead. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale out through the mouth. Twice more like that. Inhale. Let something go. And one more time. Don't hold out on me. I know you won't. Let something go. Awesome. Bring the knees up and in. Let's give ourselves a big hug. One last hug. Tell your chemical brain, oh, I am held, I am safe, I am awesome. And then when you're ready, slide the hands to the backs of the thighs. And we're going to rock and roll all the way up to a nice seat. Ooh. You don't know your own power now. All right, here we go. Last bit, we bring the hands together to seal the deal. Palm to palm. Let me listen to our breath one more moment. And we say thank you first for yourself, for your willingness to have me over and to show up on your mat. and then for each other, because we are all in this together. And the end of yoga always helps us remember that, we are not alone. I'm responsible for my own happiness, but I'm also here with you. So we'll bring the thumbs right up to the third eye. Take a deep breath in. And we bow to say namaste.